So good evening and good morning everyone, and welcome back in today's class. Today we are on the day number 11. A good morning from the Tuesday and a good evening from Monday from US and Canada side people and a happy Tuesday for the people from India. So now we are going to be see the next thing in the service now. If you remember that in the day 5 or 6, I told you that there are a lot of things which we can change. Example, Atul, I want to make a change of this image. I want to put my name in this. You can do. I don't want to show the global search to the users. I don't want to show the global search to the users. Yes, you can do it. I want to set the timing. See, yesterday we set as a GM IST, but it's still showing the GMT. I want to add one more time zone here, maybe. So all these things happen. All the things possible in a concept called the properties. If I say that what is the property Atul carrying, don't consider that it's just a financial properties. I'm saying it's house, it's motor car or bicycle or scooter, all these things. No. What the things Atul carry, what the properties Atul carry. He's a soft spoken, he's a nice person, he's a good person, he's intelligent. And if I start behaving rude, then it will be impacting to my all friends as well. If I start speaking soft, it will impact my all friends as well. So these are my properties. These are my attributes. If you remember that in the database subject in my MCA, we have a concept, we have a subject called the database. Basically it was RDBMS, Rational Database Management System. So this says that a table have a attributes. Like my name is one of my attribute. If I say, okay, let's say example, if I say Atul, it can be a name, it can be city, it can be place, it can be product. Can say car. Car again, it's a product. If it is a product, it has some color, it has some capacity, it has some in nature of the usage, all the things will be there. So now we are going to be discuss about the properties, and I'm telling you one thing is that we are going to be discuss about the system properties. In service now we have two types of properties. Number one is the system, the whole soul property, this one. Number two is called the module property. Let's take example, incident. In incident, if you scroll down, properties, it means overall house. If I'm making any changes, that is my system property. Even though that is again a global change. If you make any change in the properties, it will be a global change, either on the module level, either on the system level. So there's a no concept of called the personalized. No. Only the thing, if you make a change in the property, it will be a global change. Today we are going to be discuss on the system properties. And when we go via a few of the modules, I tell you that where you can go and check the properties of that particular things. Now I go here and write the system properties. In the system properties, I have a many topics. What is the difference between basic configuration and UI16? Anyone has any idea? What this mean? Basic configuration and UI15. 16. And why it is UI16, not 17 or 18 or 20, 21, not 15, not 14, not 13, not 20, 12 or 10. Any idea? Okay. How many of you, definitely let me go back here. I'm in 80 bond somewhere. 84, not somewhere. Let's give you the same. I'm 84 bond. I'm sure many of you are near about 70s, 70 bond, 80. If I go a little bit up, 90s as well. People who born before 80 or in between 80, 85 near about, they saw in their house that their parents are using the transistor, a radio kind of things. Now we have a radio in our mobile phone, but we are using the transistor where they set the frequency and then enjoy the music. Definitely, my father love. He has a compact one, and he use. I'm sure that like Kane, Bukola, Sarah, your father, mother also use that radio kind of things. It can be a big box, it can be a small box. And if you see, few of people still love to watch, sorry, love to listen the music only on the radio and specifically on that particular transistors. They don't want to become on the mobile phone. They says no. That's not me. In Hindi we say कि मजा नहीं आता. It's not give me taste of listening the music. My father still prefer to use a radio only. He never watch or he never saw the listen the music on the YouTube. He says no, I'll put a radio and I enjoy. So in the same concept, ServiceNow have a two UIs. UI16 is the latest one, which we guys are using. This is one. Now, if I go and show you UI15, see. Now, if I show you UI15, I'm sure many of you say, Atul, what is this? I don't like UI15. See, this is UI15. And if I tell you a truth here, I am the person who started my journey in the UI15 only. In the age of in the time period of 14 or 15, when ServiceNow on the F release, Fuji release was there, Fuji and Eureka was there. That time we are using this particular screen. Now the question comes, why is ServiceNow still carrying this particular stuff? Why they did not decommission UI15 and tell everyone use UI16? Anyone has any answer? Any point here?
Can you repeat the question, please?
My question is that this is a UI15, the old screen. Okay, if I go here, this is the UI16, which we are using a lot of time. My point is that why ServiceNow is still maintaining UI15? Why they did not decommission UI15 when we are already using this UI16? What is the reason behind that? What do you think?
Actually, so this is the I mean a long time ago I used to use this UI. This looks very familiar. I mean, could it be because it has all the it has like this porter in this UI service porter? I don't know.
No,
It's kind of user friendly. Just
UI16 also user friendly. You will get everything in the UI16 as well. Then what do you think? Hi Steve, welcome back. What do you think? Why ServiceNow did not decommission UI15? What do you think? Daytona, what do you think? Why UI15 is not decommissioned by ServiceNow?
Atul, age is not there in UI16, but I'm not really sure what the reason of not decommissioning.
Think,
Is
see,
it for
guys,
backup?
no backup, no.
Some people I don't think anybody will use.
No. Think. If tomorrow I will tell you that guys, I'm going to hire each one of you and we are going to be help service now in the product development, then you should know that why I'm doing this product development. ServiceNow is famous for its one major quality, and that is called the user experience. And this is the reason that they're not decommissioning UI15. How many of us still like
He
to,
muted. I can.
sorry, no, Can, any issue in my voice or what?
No, Atul.
Okay, fine. So I'm sure many of us still not like to stay in a big buildings. We still prefer to live in an open space, maybe like in our hometowns, in our villages. Why? Because we know that if I stay in village, I get a good air, good food, good environment. In the same manner, ServiceNow say that why should I disturb my developers? There are the developers, there are the users who are in 2022 but still using the UI15 because they love this particular interface. They love the way of it has been designed. It is not a backup. It is not a replacement. UI, it doesn't mean that in UI15, UI16 you have some differences. No, not a single difference. The only difference is that look and feel, because my customers are using, and ServiceNow say I have no plan to decommission UI15 at least next 3 to 4 releases. At least means up to 2024, 25 they have no plan. That is the only reason they are be keeping it for the UI15. I'm telling that I'm the person who started on the UI15 only. I know that how it's painful to search here, but now I think it's good. If you understand these terms, you can do it. All these things you can make a change. So now we are going to be use the system properties in the UI16. The things you are getting here. See, home dashboard, we're getting the settings button. Wrap up, compact view accessibility, everything you will be getting here as well. Time zone, update, set, everything will be there. Now what else you need? Just a interface. Some people still recommend, I still recommend to have a big screen laptops. People say, hey, it is tough to carry. I said, I don't bother. I cannot work on the 12-inch or 13-inch screen. No, I need at least 15.6-inch lap screen, big screen. That's my way of working. That's my user experience. If tomorrow Microsoft says, or maybe the Dell says, or the Lenovo says, or the HP says, sorry, we are not building 15.6. Maybe I need to switch to the directly to the desktop then, because desktop has a big screen. And believe me, people are coming back to the same thing now. People prefer to buy a desktop instead of the laptops nowadays because they think it's a big screen. It has a good way of usage and it will not impact my eyes very frequently. OK, so now let's go back to the UI16 and then we'll start the system properties. So now in the system property, let me search here. I click on the basic configuration. If you want to make any changes on the UI15, you can click on this. And you can try at your end. That's not an issue. You can do in my instance as well, or you can do in your instance as well. This system property basically one person can do change at a one time. Otherwise, second person will override the changes of the other person. So if you want, or if definitely not, I say if you want, If you want to do the practice, you can use your own instance for today, or you can continue my instance. So like page header. This is the line coming from this particular place. Let me remove this. See the changes. Without saving this, you are still able to see the changes. Browser tab title. You can see here LNG is coming. It is coming from here. H7. You want to put any other time zone? I have put IST. Put it here. Configure available time zones. Maybe in the list I want to show every time zone here. And click save. You can put, okay, if you're changing in the system property a time, that will be applicable for everyone, not for the single user. So if a single user want to make a change in the time zone, he need to be go here, click on the profile and change the time from there. Otherwise, if you want to set that, okay, I am supporting only UK customer or the European customer, and I want the UK time only, then I can use that only. So now I can, where it is this. And here I can put the time zone as well. Where we are, is 16:15. Okay, it reload to, so all the changes has been gone. And I can use time. Let me put, I want to be in the, like I was in the IST, so I can put IST here. US Pacific, Mountain, Hawaii, Eastern, Central. So you can use your, it's totally up to you. You can want to make a change, you can do it. Okay, let me save. Okay, now I'm not going to reload. Now, if you want to change this image, click on plus, only one image at a time. Either make a collage, it's up to you. So let me go here. Where is my favorite image? This one. So now image has been changed. If you want to set a date format for the system, you can make a date format here. Time setting 24 or 12, anything you want to do, you can do. Header background color. This background color you want to make a change. It's changing. But again, this is a system level change. Okay. Banner text color, you want to make a change this one. So things you can change. Header divider strip, this one, which you can see this. So the purpose of showing this thing is that it is a tool and everything can be configurable. I can make a changes either via drag and drop, either via coding. But yes, I can make a change. That's true. So you can do this. You can do all this kind of things. Try to make a color changes, and that is what I'm saying. Do this practice in your own instance, so that you can see the changes as well in the system. So try all these options. What color it's be changing? All this color only. Border color, unselected navigation, country selected navigation, like this we have these things. So if you want to make a change, you can do it. Let me save this. Okay. And at last, there's a one thing. Base theme. Base theme is on which particular theme you have been working at point of time. So La Zola is our base theme, and Cobalt is the another theme provided by service. Again, up to you. You want to make any changes, you want to see any modification, you can do it. One thing which I want to tell you more here if you go here, what you'll be getting, glide.product.description. If I say that I'm staying in Pune and my flat or my house address is 41.16 longitude, 35.16 latitude. I'm sure it is tough to remember. Atul, sorry, I cannot remember this. Give me the complete address. Then I give you the English words. Pune, this particular place, this particular place, this particular place. In the same manner, ServiceNow know that user can understand this English, but it is tough for him to remember this English. Glide.product.description. Tomorrow when we'll start our table parts, that how to create a table, then I will tell you that this glide.product.description, it is a property name. Maybe being a consultant, it's okay for you to remember these words, but being a developer, you should remember the property names now. It come with the practice only. Nothing to be worried. Agar aapko, if you don't able to remember it, that's not a big deal. You should know that what option I can do in the system configuration, and this is the only basic configuration UI16 only. Now I click on the save, so that my all the changes will be saved here. Current user session updated from this to IST, property set to user location, therefore all logged in, logged out and logged back to the property. Refresh browser activity style, property updated. So the changes which we done, it's give just a message that these things has been taken care. Now let me remove this. This is the one thing. Now second is called the My Company. My Company, basically when we purchase ServiceNow instance, I have my own company as well. See, Laura is there to be checking my instance. Now you can see that who is checking this record. Laura is there. So my company basically tells that for which particular customer, or what basically I can say that my company means that I am the particular owner of this particular instance. That is the thing about the My Company. I never discuss this part because these images, these details, it is just for your purpose. Maybe I can go in the default if it's there. So you can put you can create your own company. So I can say learn grow. I'm a manufacturer, because this thing we are going to be discussed when we are going to be work on the domain separation. Then we will create our companies as well. Okay, so as of now, just see that, okay, if we are working for a company, that company has an instance and they put their name into the here. Nothing much. See, 2% are watching now. Let's see who 2 are. So there is nothing much we need to be do on the My Company, but yes, this is important. UI stand for the user interface. It means if you want to make a changes on the buttons, on the list, on the interface which customer is getting or customer is seeing or user is seeing, if you want to make a change, that is called the UI properties. Let me go here. And this is a very big list. You can see. Try to read about the UI properties. Let me give a homework to one person. Okay, Detona. Note down the questions for today and put into the chat window after the class. Number first point, you guys have to do the practice of the UI16 and try to make some changes on the UI15 as well. That is the first. Second point, you have to be see. Okay. Second point, you have to be see on the UI properties. In this particular set, there's a lot of properties, a big list of properties, which maybe I'm able to tell you all the things, maybe not able to tell you all the things, but few things we discuss on the top level side, because those are the things which we need to be understand. Let me open it, a new window here. Now you can see on this incident form, submit and resolve. Atul, if I need a save button on this particular place, from where I can bring that? You can bring it from the UI properties. And if I scroll down, I'll come to this part a little later. You can see here, show, save, insert and stay button on the form. Let me enable this and save. Now go and reload. I have a save button. Why insert button is not showing? Anyone has any idea? There are the three buttons are there. Let me show you. Here, I have one button, save, insert and stay on the form. Why it is only showing the save button, not the rest two? And if I go here,
Is it because it's a new record?
then okay, if you say it is a new record, let me do a work for you. Let me save and let's check. Still, insert is not there. Still, insert is not there. Let me go and just save this. But insert and insert say are there. Why? Why only save button on the incident form, not insert and stay? And why insert and stay are on the user table, not on the incident table? Tell me. Sneha.
Maybe incident, there is nothing to insert on. It's like create an incident and save it, and the stages is different way. And for users, it is we can insert users to a group or something like that. Maybe because of that.
No. Insert user into the group. You can go and do the group management here.
Actually, I know that to do insert and stay, it means that if you do insert and stay, you can create another user immediately. It opens a new page if you insert and stay. I don't know if it has anything to do with what you're saying.
Why you are not confident, Bigula, on your answer?
Because I'm sleepy. Well, I don't know. I've read it somewhere. I've never tried it before, and
Sneha, your point is also correct, but Bikola point has a complete authentication on the top of that, because this is a user table. It means this belongs to the foundation data.
Okay.
Correct. And this is the transactional data. Why you want to create a duplicate incident with the same information? So if you, because transactional data not created by you, it is created by user, but foundation data created by you as an admin. Maybe I want to just create test and test one. Let me put insert and stay. Let me say like this. User created for me. So because the basic difference is that it is about the table you are be working now. Incident is a transactional table for me. User is a foundational data for me. Okay, and generally I'll tell you the example. Generally we avoid enabling this option. Now the question comes, what is the difference between save and update? Now tell me. Both will do the same work. They will put your data in the database. Then why you need two buttons for the same working? Any idea?
I think save keeps you on the same page. It keeps you on this page. It leaves
Save
so
or
when you save it, you
save or
still have
update? Save or update?
save. So when you save it, you're still on this page. But
Okay,
update to the list view.
true. Again you have a question, Atul, why these two buttons given by service now? And the only answer is that to make it a user friendly. You cannot remove this button update. No, it will be there, but you can remove this save button by UI properties. Just to give a flexibility to the user. Now, if you notice in the last few minutes, even though I have a save button, but still my habit go and click here. Right? If you notice this thing, I go and click here as a, even though here as well, even though I can see the save button here. Okay, so just to make a user friendly, we can enable or disable this property. Enable the right click to edit context menu on the application navigator. What is the context menu? This is the context menu. This, if I click on this, you can see this option, right? I don't want to show this option. Let's disable this and save. And go and update. See, it is coming with the limited lights only. Enable on the context menu, it should not come. It's coming, but it is with the limited list only as of now. What this property says, let's go here. Enable the right click to edit context menu on the application. I'm doing right or left. I'm doing the right click only. It's a right click, right? But why? Maybe I log in as a admin here. Okay, now you can do one more thing. Okay. What you can do, sometime if you stuck in your properties part, in your discussion part, because we are an admin, we can do anything. If you are an admin, you can do anything. Better you impersonate with any of the ITIL user here and then try this option. That by disabling this property, what happened to the normal user? Because if you're an admin, you can do anything. That's true. I am an admin, I can approve any change as well on anyone's behalf. But being an ITIL user, you cannot do. So now maybe we can check this property. That what this property is doing. If I enable it, yes, enable the right click on the edit context menu. Edit context menu, I'm going in the wrong place. Edit context to user. The only difference is that I'm getting a this thing. Scroll, otherwise I was not getting a scroller bar here. Okay. Allow the attachment drag and drop. Suppose I want to be attach any documents. So I can do go here and I can drag and drop. If I disable this property, what happened? Okay, it's loading. Let me disable this property and save this. And now let me reload this. Reloading is just required for a getting the latest code. Now I go here and let me try to upload any. Okay. See, it is not attaching. Instead of that, it is opening the image now. Why? Because I disable this property here. This one. If I say yes and refresh my page, it will allow me to drag and drop. Okay. Clear till this point? Anyone has any doubt, any question? These are the basics one which as a consultant we should know. Anyone has any doubt, any question here?
No, actually.
Great. Now let me go to the next one. Control. Okay, it is important. Now if you go here, how many attachment you can see here?
3.
3. Let me add few more attachment. In the meantime, let me reload it and attach few more. Let me 1, 2, 3. Then let me add it here. Hey, why it's behaving like this? We disable, it's enable, right? It should take now. Or let me do attachment from here once again. Choose file. Just want to show you something here. And you will surprise, Atul, come on, these are very basics. Who asked this question? Who want to do these things? And let me close this. Now what you can see here, total 15 images, sorry, 15 attachments, 3 on the top plus 12. My customer has a demand. Atul, in my change, minimum 5 attachments are there. And I don't want it should come like 3 plus 2. I don't want it. I want all the 5 should be displayed here. What you can do, you can go here and make a change in this. Control how many attachment may appear at the top of the form. I'll put save. Done. Now go and reload this page. Now see, is 10 plus 5. Customer demand, actually customer demand. And ServiceNow say, no problem, your customer demanding, that's fine. You go and make a change here. Now if I put 20. All 15 will become on the top now. See, all 15 are there. Because why this option required? In one of my financial customer, they says that if I need to check any change, I need a specific approval from a department. I cannot go and click on the 12 and then I can see that image, that particular attachment is added or not. I want to see it from here. Okay, it is added. I'm done. Let me approve my change. So these are the requirements come actually into the practical life. Now, if I talk about these things, this is called the basically these things on the image perspective that assigned to here. If I can say, let me see if I can, and you can see here all the images has been added here as attachment. So all are there. Okay, now this point basically I want to be discussed. This is nothing. This is just for the your what I can say image home. If you want to make a changes, you can make a change and you can verify the changes easily. Otherwise, I just to tell you one thing that if you click on this magnify glass, the things which are able to see on the form, these buttons, this button, this button, everything is coming from the images. Where it is go? Reopen it. See. All the images which are able to see on the in the service now, it is coming from here only. These are the images. If you scroll, these are the animated one. Like when you log in, you find this page, right? This. Maybe I can say background. These are very small one. It is tough to be recognized that what this color, what this particular thing is there. Logos like this. Maybe I can say in the mobile, because ServiceNow has mobile app as well. So let's say I want to be change this particular logo, or let me put like this so that we can see that what changes we are doing here. So now it's activate software. Let me go and take one more here. You can add your own images as well. This is the table name, image picker. I'll tell you this things we discuss from tomorrow that how this table work. Let me say I want to use the workflows. No, it's very small, tough to be recognized. Uploads. Nothing is there. Let me go to logos only. And let me put this logo. And now let me save. We're done for the assign to and assignment group. Okay, let's go here and let assign this incident to any team and assign to incident manager and save. Generally, for these things, we never make a change. We always use the ServiceNow provided stuff. It's something show here only. I don't know that where it will be showing. I never get this thing actually, that where this thing has been shown. Assigned to incident manager. Okay, but these are the places where you can make a changes easily. If you want to make a color changes, all the things you can do. Generally, up to this point, we never make a change. No. This is important point, which we missed out in the beginning. What this says. Suppose any email is going okay. What happened that we send a email to our customers and we get email from our customer, like let's say example, you raise a complaint on X website about your refund, right? They says, madam, we are be working on your request. After 2 days you ask for the follow-up, so all the things will be recorded into this particular place. We will discuss these things in the form designing part, that what this particular fields means. But the point is that who can view emails in this particular place. As of now, we say ITIL user. If you want to add more, comma, you can put admin as well. As of now, we are disabled our email. So nothing, no email is going out. And neither in the activity log it's be showing to me. But this is the common point has been asked by a number of customers, that why my user is not able to see emails in this particular area. Then you have to go and check the UI properties there. Okay. Till this point, any doubt, any question, anyone? Laura, Sneha, Detona, Deepika, Steve, Kane, Bikola, Abhi, Kunal. Kunal is not.
No, sir.
Okay, great. Let me move forward. Okay, so these we discuss. System tables is good to go, but I'll not prefer. Okay, this one. Show button at the form. At the end of the form, show button in the form header. This one. You are able to see this button, right? And you can see button down as well. Let me disable this property. And both one. Then we can see the changes. And let me reload this. Now you are not able to see the buttons. Neither on the top, neither on the oh, it's showing in the bottom. We did not disable it, kya? Show button on the form header, submit update. Form. Why it be showing like this to me? Very weird things are happening sometimes. Maybe the reason what I can think. ServiceNow say that boss, if you are be hiding the buttons completely from your form, then how your user will submit the form? So I can do only at a one form header and the form. Yeah, I can put only at one place. So maybe I can say, okay, put on the header. So I'm getting on the header. And now let me try to remove this. Show button at the end of the form. No, I don't want to see, but still it will be showing. Maybe they are making some changes in the background. In my practical experience, I never find a customer who says that please remove the buttons from the both side. They always says let's keep the button on the both side, because if you scroll this much, you can do your updates from here as well. And you can do your updates from here as well. Again, just to give a good user experience, ServiceNow is giving these properties to us to enable or disable the things at our end. Okay. Now it is a good point. List of role that can use the global search capability. Means who can search from the global. Let me reopen this link again. That who can use this global search option. So here we define the specific rule. A user, sorry, anyone has any question? Kya?
No.
Okay. So like this, and okay, this is important, that it says what role It means now you have to be clear that role has a very important value in service now. If you put the wrong rule, it will work wrongly. So I'll say that, okay, ITIL user should not able to use this particular option. Let me go and save this. And let me try to impersonate as an ITIL user. ITIL user. And let's see that he is able to do any search or not. See. The global search button is not there now. This is the one thing that who can use, who cannot use. Maybe the question come, Atul, I don't want that anyone use the global search in my company. Then what you have to do? Let me go the end impersonation. And go to the system properties. UI1 and I can let me add a rule here called the ITL. Now you have to find out where is the option to disable this global search for everyone instead of removing the role from it. If I remove every role here, nobody can see it. Nobody can use it. But I want to hide this one from the form level itself. Then you have to find out this point. So Detona, you can put this question that find out where I can go and disable my global search property as a false. You guys will find out. I'm giving the place as well. Try to find in these areas only. Maybe in the system, one place. Maybe in the basic configuration, second place. Maybe in the global text search, third place. Try to find out by yourself, because everything we cannot discuss here. Now these are the few things has been done. Then if I
Can you repeat the last question, please?
Okay, so the last question that I want to disable this or hide this from the form. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Where I need to be go in the property section and make it as a disable.
All right, sir.
Okay. So these things. Now, if I go here. So this thing we discussed, this we done. Displaying missing choice list entries. We can leave it. Open a new window when related object, click on the true. So like these things. If I want to open this thing in a new window, kind of stuff. Okay, so you can open it via this option directly. Okay, so now in the see, I don't want to be go a one by one property and tell you everything. See, our this has been changed. It should be bench 7. Okay. The only point is that now you guys need to be read about this and try to implement that. Like if I take example, maximum number of autocomplete matches to return to the email client applies separate to the user and group. Let's see what it's saying here. Let me go here and I put a name called the A. I can see 15 numbers, 15 out of 50. That is okay. That's for the email part. Maximum number of autocomplete messages with the email client, where I can show you this. Let me check this part. Okay. In the meantime, I'll give you one more homework here. you can go here, right? Let's say I mention A. How many I can see? 15 of 50. If I want to increase this from 15 to 20, which property I need to be update? Another question for you. It is all property game now. All property game. Retona, hope you'll be able to write these things. You have to be see that if I go in the column field and I have a getting an option showing 1 to 15 of 50, how I can make a change here? So let me put like this, double asterisk if I put 15 out of 215. So I want to make a change on this 15. It's showing only 15 records, right? I want to show the 20 records. I want to see that I want to see the 30 records. I want to see just the 5 records. Where I can go and make a change in this property. Let me try to make a change in the group as well once. See, how many showing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, again 15. Now you have to be find out from where these changes are be coming. Let me say this again 15. So this is the next question for you guys to find out from where these changes are be coming and where I can go and make a change of this particular value. Okay. Now produce a mandatory error during the update when mandatory fields being a null value. Suppose you are be adding anything new into the ServiceNow system. You are updating something and you are missing the mandatory value. Then you will get an option here. Yes or no. Basically, it is with a null value. Generally, this property work when we are bringing the data in ServiceNow out of from ServiceNow, like from Excel sheet, we can bring the data in the ServiceNow as well. We have that concept as well as also in our agenda. Enable UI filters. I don't know that what this UI filter means, where it can be work, but you can disable and then you can go and check it. If you stuck somewhere in the search, see, don't assume that I don't want to tell you. The only thing is that I am giving a place where you can go and check a lot of things. If you stuck somewhere, so like let's take example like this. Okay, if you stuck, just copy this glide.ui.filter. glide.ui. Go and check on the in the Google, or maybe I can say enable UI filters in ServiceNow UI properties. Here you can find out that what this particular things mean. Setting UI interface, this thing. So here you can go and read about this. Or if you're still not able to get anything, the last option what I recommend, copy this table name and go here and put LIST in the capital. What happened? System property. I log in as a this thing, right? Maybe I don't have access or what? Possible I don't have access for this. Otherwise, I should be able to get this system properties. .do. So like create and edit filter. This thing, this one UI filters. So you can check these properties where I can go and make a change here. On the form load, focus on the first writable element. What is writable element? I have literally no idea. Maybe writable element means something This thing they are saying, this is a writable element for me. This is a writable element for me. This is the place. So generally out of in this particular UI property, we have a very big list. And few of the things which we always take care, that is the beginning of these two things. Number 1, 2, and then we go for this part and then attachment part mainly. These are the things which we always take care. That okay, we should, if want to make a change, we can make a change in this part. But again, these are the system properties and these are the global impact. If you make a change for one person, it will going to impact to the others as well. So a lot of things you can scroll down and you can see. Like this, you can see here. Label refresh period, 60 seconds. Package and number of JS file. Okay, JS file not for us. Let's leave it. Allow base table extend ये भी नहीं है. Character limit display in the text cell. Enable list editing. Maybe you can check what is this list. Enable list editing. You can check what is this particular property is doing. Okay. Then these things you can write. Sorry, you can read. Number of characters to display in the tooltip. I sent 10,000. Alter user when printing more than following number of records. 25,000. Maximum number of records allowed to reference in a choice list. Maybe I can say 20. So these things you have to be read about this. So you can copy paste like this. I also learn in the same manner only. Display reference field as a choice list. Let's see what they mention. What this property is doing for me. This is the thing they are showing. Which I'm saying that 25 it's showing is that it was showing the 25 here. Maybe this is coming from this particular place. You can check, make a bigger number, make a smaller number so that you can identify the gaps as well easily. Okay, so these all about my on the UI properties. A lot of things are there. Allow the user to insert stay option on the task drive tables. Require both label name and the database name for a new valid field. Many things, maybe it's tough for you to be understand. That's fine. That's okay. But at least read if you can read all these things. That is we must here now. Sprite navigate these things. A few things even I don't know that how this work in my system. They have a times, they have everything will be there. Okay, but read if you can read it here. Any doubt, any question till this point? Don't be confused. If a single doubt, please ask me. We have two. Okay, Demi Beckins. This user. Can I request to unmute yourself, please? Okay, Kane, any doubt, any question? Yes,
No.
Kane, go ahead.
No.
Okay. Okay, Avi, any doubt? Okay. Now I come to the one more point here. Okay. Mainly for what I learned from experience is that either if I'm a developer or I'm a consultant, mainly I work on this property or this property. Okay, I'm giving you one more property as a system. Limited part, very limited properties are there, but something purely on the technical perspective. So like acceleration engine logs activity in the task work nodes. Tough for us to be know these things because ServiceNow has their different engine to work on that part. So engine means kind of they have a different server who take care only the approval part, who take care only the email enabling or disabling part, that part specifically. So if you get read little bit about these as well. Only a bit. Don't put much pressure on your things. Display the help icon on the welcome banner. Let's see where it has been shown. Try this property. If I remove this, what happened? What is the welcome banner? That you have to be identified now. If I want to make a change in the date format, time zone, because these are the systems one. This is not user, these are system time zones I'm talking about. Prompt user to confirm a logout request. Yes. Physical update on the database only done when the fields change in the value. So these things mainly we never touch. One more thing, always remember, these properties we should not change until unless we have a specific business case to make a change on that part. The reason is that I tell you the reason is that because we don't know that where this value has been used in ServiceNow coding. Maybe if I put OK, confirm user this thing logout message. Maybe for me it is a tick box, but possibility can be ServiceNow using this parameter in multiple places. If I log out from one, suppose I open 10 tabs of ServiceNow. If I log out from one, maybe it log out automatically from the last 9 as well. Or maybe it is only for the current tab only. So sometimes we don't know. And these are things which we learn in the upcoming days as well. When we start on the table part, email parts, then I'll tell you these things in more depth, that why we should not change these out of the box functionalities. OK, then you can go and check on the email properties. Even though email properties we are going to be discussed in depth, completely in depth. So on the overview part, don't enable, disable it anything here. Otherwise my mailbox will be flooded. But if you want, you can just have a look on that, but easy to understand. OK, then I'll come to your dashboard properties. The dashboard you're able to see, right? Then go and check it here. That what it's showing, what is meaning of the number 2 widgets, number 3, 4, 5, enable responsive dashboard. What is enabled responsive dashboard? These things you can check quickly. Home page properties. I'm giving you a lot of homework now because these are the things which you can get knowledge in these days only. Once we started on the pure topics wise, going to be difficult for us to be remember. Then text search. This one. Then global text search. Now, what is the difference between text and the global text? Try to identify. Text and global text. Both are doing a text, but there's a difference. There's a two separate modules has been given. Why? Find out the difference. Do not put this question in your bucket. If I go to global text search, this is the property which I was talking. If you click no, this will be gone. You want to see? Let me go ahead. See, it's gone now. Even though I have access, if you see in the UI property, admin rule was given, but still I disable this property now. So these things you have to do. Number of global text matches written per table. Like if you write it here and you mention Atul, how many records per table it will show you in the beginning? 10 records, 20 records, 30 records, you can do that part. These are the quick wins for us. Then these are the one. Yes, So these are the properties which you have to go through at your side once again. Basic configuration, UI15, 16, good. If you can do UI properties, read about the same. Then system properties on the high level side. Email properties, leave it as of now. Okay, read about import export as well. Why import export? Because whenever we are downloading the data from ServiceNow or we are adding the data in ServiceNow, then these properties actually useful. So read about this only, that what this particular thing is saying, what is the value it's indicating. Then you can go for this homepage dashboard and then text search and the global search. So with this, we will be completing our properties topic. Don't worry, these are the things. It doesn't mean that it's done and dusted now. No, these are the things which we are going to be take in the upcoming classes as well. Somewhere I pick up some topic, somewhere I pick up some topic, and then we'll add this property in that particular discussions. Clear everyone? Anyone has any doubt, any question, any clarification required? Ask me guys, please. No doubt, no question, no confusion. All clear or no clear? Okay. Good then.
Clear.
Yes, okay, great. So let me stop the recording here now and we'll take a quick attendance for today.